Hello, Hess. Friend of Grizz, you betcha. Paya, Hess, if I've got that right. I hope. Okay. I won't be able to see chat here for just a minute. I'm going to send Grizz and Adam a link. All right. Hello, John. All right. Just getting ready to send you a link if you'd like to come up. You guys are quick today. Okay. John. All right, John, I've sent you a link in the friends list. All right. Pia. Sounds like Pia. Hello, John. Yes, I ordered one also. Pia. Supposed to have it here. So, Chris said to send him a picture and with cup. So when you get a cup, take a picture of the cup that you use and email it. And then he'll use it in his videos thanking everybody who bought a cup. Good evening, John.
In 1 minute.
I understand. Well, you take a couple of them because they're small. So, according to the email or the tracking number, the 17th, which is Wednesday. You would have thought they'd have been made up ahead of time, but you got to order them and then they'll make them. Oh, we're working on the chair again. Okay. Pia, let me check out your channel and make sure that I've got you supported. I do. You got 72. Dandelion root tea to cure cancer. Well, that would be pretty cool. Well, I'd sure give it a shot. I hope I don't have to find out. Okay, I got to turn that fan on. don't have any videos. That's fine. See, Grizz talked about that. You are what they call a non-creator, which you are more important because you watch the videos. And that's what pays our bills or makes us money. It really don't pay the bills, but some people get way up in the thousands on one video. I do good to get if I get over 100, but I appreciate each and every one of them. So you are welcome. Well, let's see. It says we've got 2 watching. I might as well give myself a like. Yes, yes, we have figured out how that works. Because what happens to me is I'm out here trying to create videos and what have you, so I don't have enough time to watch everybody's videos. But where you're not making videos, you're a non-creator and you're watching the videos. Hello, Brian. Greetings. I hadn't seen you for a while. I hope I didn't make you mad. But what the deal was on that video, you said that was in California, and I had titled it New Mexico. See, I took all them videos, and then I get home, I don't know where I was at. So I do thank you for pointing that out, but I've already made it and titled it and all that. So I put on that other one, Brian, tell us where it's at. You've been busy. Well, that's a good deal. But you are right about Amaretto. Amaretto, New Mexico. When you coming in to that valley, now it wasn't night, but I could see how that whole city being lit up would be beautiful. I tried not to drive at night. So Pia, you're in uh, California also. I-15 in California. Okay. Yes. I didn't pronounce it right, but that's where I was trying to say. Yeah. Years ago, I had an aunt that lived in that town. Of course, she's been passed for a long time. Yes, that was the town I was trying to pronounce. I think. Amaretta? I don't know. We followed 101 down. I don't know where we turned to come across the east. Yes, that's where I was talking about.
Fix my chair situation.
Well,
I use duct tape.
oh yeah. If you can't fix it, duck it. Did it? Did
That thing where you have to just on the bottom of the chair to go up and down. I duct taped that.
does it work now?
Yep. Much better now. And later I'm gonna put more duct tape on.
I went to a store in Evansville and picked this chair out. And I picked out this particular one because it's got a high back for my neck or my head. Hey, two-pack, haven't seen you for a while. Hello. I want to make sure I'm still supporting two-pack. Yes, I am. 986. Wow. We need to do something to get you up to 1,000. I'll put your link in there if anybody would like to show two-pack some channel love. He needs just a few more to get to 1,000. John, how's your watch hours? Still at 3,000 something?
3,000 something.
Oh my God.
That's why I'm gonna have a long live stream tonight.
Hello, Brad. I sent you a link if you'd like to come up. And you don't have to stay for a long, long time.
It's gonna be a long, long time. I want analytics.
He meant to say, hi, John, but he wrote it wrong.
I ain't seeing the chat right now.
Oh. Okay. He's got John on there now. Hello, Loader Man. Thank you, guy.
3,639.
3,639. Wow. Do you have Windows 10, John?
Yeah.
There's a new update on there. It's a number. Have you seen that?
Nope.
It says it's ready if I want to install it. Well, I don't know if I want to install it. Seems like every time I do an update like that, it messes things up. I did an update, I don't know how long ago. It shut off my mic, and I had a heck of a time getting that going again. Got your dog chain?
It says I'm up to date.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Feature update to Windows 10 version 1903.
That's it. That's it. I don't know if Pam's got that or not. $1903.
1903.
Correct.
I'll do it before I go to lead. Ooh, excuse me.
See if I can figure out what. No. They won't let me copy it. Windows 10 1903. There comes Brad.
Hey, John. Hey, Kim.
Hello, Brad.
How are you guys tonight?
Great. Hey,
That's awesome.
that mower, that's a heck of a deal you got there. But I was thinking,
Oh, yeah.
I was
Yeah.
thinking that it was like the one we had when we was a kid. It was more of a tractor. It was International Cup Cadet.
Right.
But that's
Yep,
a mower.
For 12 pack of beer, I couldn't let it go, eh, Kim?
Well, no. But I'm just telling you, I was confused. What
Yep.
you have is nice, but it's a lawnmower.
Yeah.
The one that we had was a tractor.
Oh, okay.
They called it a
I see
lowboy.
Right. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I guess you can get a garden rototiller to go on the back of the tractor I have, eh?
Okay.
Well, I might do that next year to rototill my garden.
Okay.
Doing it by hand is getting too hard, eh?
that little tiller you had pulling it backwards, that looked like a lot of work.
It was, yeah. That's the only way you can work that one, eh, Kim, is by pulling it backwards, and it is a lot of work. It grabs and it pulls on your back and everything, yeah.
Yeah.
You're pretty sore in the morning by the time you're done. So anyway, guys, I can't see the chat, so hi to everybody in the chat. I got to see about getting another laptop, guys. I hate not having the chat up. It's all John's fault.
Ain't my fault.
He won't show me how to bring it up. It's got screen share and chat, but that's the chat for Google Chrome,
Open
right?
up another tab.
Hangouts.
Do you have the
Huh?
YouTube? Do you have the YouTube tab open?
Yeah, that's right here. But every time I go to move it, I don't know where. Like I put it down, right, to hide it for a minute, and I don't know where it goes to bring it back up. I've checked everything I have on the front here. Hey,
It might minimize to the taskbar.
Right.
what's the chest bar?
It's the bottom.
What?
It's the bottom part where you go to turn on. There's a Windows icon. There's your File Explorer icon. Whatever other icons you have should be with the Chrome browser icon.
Okay.
Okay, let me try this, Brad, and see if this helps you.
You see mine?
Well, now let's don't both do it. Hang on a second. Let me stop.
There it is right there.
Okay,
Chat.
now, John, you show him then.
Bottom here, bottom. Click on myself real quick. Bottom right here is my taskbar. I got my Chrome, I got my Photoshop, I got my snippet tool, and other bunch of other icons. The chat should be somewhere on the second tab of the Chrome browser icon on the taskbar.
Hi, Rosanna. Hi, Tim's World. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Do you see it?
No.
He may not see it for the little pictures at the bottom.
This is a Chromebook too, eh? John? It's not a normal laptop, it's a Chromebook.
Well, it should still have a taskbar though.
Oh, just a minute here. What do we got here? I think I got the right chat up here. Oh, I got Picker Rick's chat up right now. Okay, I think I just found it, guys. Get out of here, bug. There we go. Found it. Woo-woo, I can talk to the people in the chat. Hey, Tim's World, Rosanna. Thanks, guys. I had the hardest time. I couldn't figure out where it was going. I'm going, oh, I got no chat. I got nothing, man. It's crazy.
Bad for one time, and from now on, it's just like falling off a log.
Exactly.
Rosanna, there's a guy on
chat
YouTube. He's called Nomadic Fanatic. And
right.
He is from Washington, and he went across the ferry. I don't know if it's the exact same spot, but he went down to that bridge down at the Sounds.
Right.
And he walked down below the bridge and took a picture. So let me see if I can find
a nice picture.
I watch him all the time.
Yeah, me and the wife's hopefully going to go to the falls here in Simcoe and do a bit of fishing tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Hopefully I catch something in this video. The last two videos, I haven't been lucky enough to catch anything. So, but I mean, people have to understand you're outside fishing. Whether you get a bite or not, that's not up to you, right?
Right. He called it
just be nice to catch something.
Pass. That was called Deception Pass.
Deception Pass, eh? I'll have to watch that.
Okay. Now, Rosanna, let's see if that. Okay, let me check it. Yep, that's the right link. And he's on the Cascade Loop. Okay. So, Rosanna, click on that and save it for later when you get time to watch it. He's got this big cat, and he drives around in an RV, and that's how he makes his living doing these videos. and he'll have up in the thousands of views just on one video. And
Yeah.
he's
Good for him.
he's pretty neat. Well, he's got some equipment, you know,
Yeah.
and he knows how to use it. I just
Right.
got, you know,
Pretty much have to know how if you're going to be in that kind of workload, though, eh?
but my cameras are cheap compared to his, you know.
Oh, I could imagine. Yeah, mine are too. I just use knockoffs, like my GoPro. That's a knockoff of the GoPro, eh? But it shoots good videos, so why not, right?
Yep.
I do eventually want to get an original GoPro, but right now I haven't got $500 to spend on a tiny camera. Crazy expensive.
Yep. This video camera that I've got, the
Yeah.
problem of it is it's only a 16 times zoom,
Okay.
and I'm trying to figure out if I can get a different zoom lens to put on here. If I would have bought, if I'd have bought one of these for like $200, it would have zoomed more.
Oh yeah.
Well, I've already got this one. I can't find myself to buy another one and get rid of it. You know, I give about.
Yeah, that was what I started my first video.
And it works good for what I really use it for, you know.
Yep. Yeah, that was the kind of camera I used for my first videos. I don't know if you knew that or not, Kim. Was a camcorder like that.
You still got it?
Mine, I could. No, I got rid of it a long time ago. I want to get another one though because I like them because you can zoom in with them, eh, and get closer without actually moving, eh?
Yeah, but this one here is only 16 times. And I wished I'd have got one like 50 or 60 times zoom.
Right. I think mine was 100 times zoom on mine, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh wow! See, that's what I should have got.
Like, yeah, like you could literally look at the film and like through the camera and zoom in, and it look like you could reach out and tap whatever you're looking at. It.
Right. Well, I messed up. John dropped the bomb on this one. I asked him which one to get.
Right.
We all remember
John.
One thing that we didn't catch. No, I'm not blaming John.
Oh no.
But we talked about it, and it's a real good camera. It just don't zoom in.
They are. It does good video.
It does a great video.
I watched a couple of your videos from that. It does really good, steady videos for sure.
Right. But the only problem of it is like when we went to Mount Rushmore,
right?
It wouldn't zoom in far enough, and then like when we seen them buffaloes out there in the field, it wouldn't zoom out there enough.
Yeah. That would have been nice if you could have got them on. They would have been really spectacular to look at, I'll tell you. Especially out in the wild like that, eh?
I think I put the video up. I've got to look at it, but I was standing right next to a buffalo.
Really? Wow.
He was laying down, okay?
Yeah. Yep.
Now, if he would have twitched, if he would have
running pretty quick.
Get up, I would have been gone.
Oh yeah, I just said you would have seen Kim running pretty quick.
Yes, sir.
You'd beat the fastest man on earth that day, I would think.
Yeah.
Really? Your camera still uses a gunpowder flash. Wow. take longer to load the flash, then all your picture stuff will be gone, Tim.
You'd scare the buffalo there.
Oh yeah, kaboom! Sounds just like a 22 going on.
So, Rosanna, did you get that link? Is she here?
I think
I
she's
think
still
she.
here.
I think she gone.
Well, all
There's 3 people watching.
how many people? Just 2?
3.
3. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll open up and email it to her.
Rosanna says, I'm here, Kim.
Oh, okay.
Did that link work for you, Rosanna?
Yeah. Just store that link, open it up, and bookmark it whenever you get a chance, and you can look at it.
I think it's cool the way we can do that, because if you haven't got time to watch them, you can look at it later, right?
Right. And
I like that idea.
I know that you'll recognize the places. Now, he went across the ferry, and he was at the bottom
Right.
where we went up on the 2nd floor in a car. I don't know if it's the same ferry, but Rosanna took us to some real neat places.
I'll bet, yeah.
We had no idea. We had no idea where we went.
Mm-hmm. I'll bet it was nice, though, eh?
Oh, you just got out of the shower. Okay. We can't
That's
see
why
you.
you weren't answering them.
We can't see you, Rosanna.
Yeah, so it's been good weather around here lately, Kim. The last couple of days been really nice. Can actually sit out without cooking, right?
Well, that's cool. I don't know. I think it's about like 80 degrees here.
Yeah, that's a little too warm. I think it hit 34, 35 here today. It's just nice. There's a cool breeze.
Oh, you got a different scale.
Oh, yeah.
So 35, what's that in Fahrenheit?
Oh, I couldn't tell you, Kim.
If it was 35 here, it would be cold.
Yeah. Well, that'd be Fahrenheit here, right? Or Celsius, whichever is cold. I don't know.
Yours is Celsius.
Yeah.
Okay, Rosanna, I'm going to email it to you.
Oh, okay.
And then that way you can watch it whenever you want.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be nice, actually.
That way you don't, since you just got out of the shower.
Yep.
Rosanna's got a beautiful place. That girl's been working
I'll bet, eh?
herself to death.
Yeah, that's the mistake a lot of us make, eh, Kim? We get our place looking the way we want it, but you always want that much more, which makes you work that much harder to get it, you know, and we're just killing ourselves doing it because we can't be satisfied with what we've already accomplished, right?
Right.
That's the problem.
Rosanna, Pam's in there watching TV. Looks like she's watching the news. I can't tell what she's watching.
I watched a really old show the other day, Kim. You ever see a show called Grizzly Adams?
Well, sure.
I watched it the other day on YouTube. It was pretty good.
I watched
See
him the other day. He lives in Sweet Home, Oregon.
Oh yeah, nice.
Grizz
Yep,
270.
I
I
knew.
know what you're talking about.
We got talking about on Rick's live stream today. There was Grizz, it was me, Jace, JT, JCT, and one other person. And we got talking about Bigfoot up there, eh? Well, geez, did that ever start a conversation?
Oh, I'll bet.
Rick said he had a Bigfoot, took his shoe and sock off and showed us. Pretty comical at times, them guys, you know, pretty comical.
So Rosanna's saying she's trying to get it easier to take care of in her twilight years. Her
Right.
golden years, I guess.
Yeah, best thing to do, Rosanna. Just so you're not running yourself completely out, right? So you can't really enjoy anything after that. That's the worst thing. When you have everything you want, but you can't actually get out to enjoy it, you know? You don't want to run yourself to that part of ragism, eh? For work and whatnot. Mind you, I haven't worked in a while. I'd love to be back to work, but I can't because of my heart attack, right?
Oh. Okay.
And I can't put,
I just found a setting on this weather. Okay,
okay.
76 degrees here. And I clicked on Celsius, and that's 25.
25. Yeah, I figured it was nice today here.
Okay, so
I could actually even sit right in the sun. That was nice.
76 degrees for you is 25 degrees Celsius.
Huh. That's good to know.
I didn't know I could do that here. 25 degrees.
Huh.
Wow. Now,
See, no.
Yeah, it was nice today.
Well,
Yeah, so anyway, what's that, John?
The rain has been moved away from us and went.
Yeah.
And went with tropical depression Barry now.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yep, it went from a category hurricane to a tropical depression.
Right.
well, we got a little bit of rain here, and it's not doing anything now.
Oh, wait till that depression comes towards you.
Okay.
We got about, I'd say, an inch of rain in 2 days here. When it did rain, it only rained for like 5 minutes. You know, that type of rain that makes it twice as muggy as what it was. That's all it done. Made it worse.
That's
What
right.
are you eating, John?
We're retired.
Mm-hmm. What are you eating, John?
I made a video, one of my videos going across the bridge. I said they're in a hurry, but I'm not in a hurry because I'm retired.
That's right. No reason to rush around no more, Kim.
Of course, now when I was out there driving, going across the states, whatever speed limit was, that's what I set to cruise.
Yep. That's what I used to do too, and then just relax and get where you're going, right?
Right.
Rather than be like some of these idiots that want to do 30 and 40 miles an hour over the speed limit.
Yeah. And we was very lucky. We never got stopped for nothing.
Really? That's awesome. It's a nice drive when it happens like that. Not that it's not a nice drive up there anyway, but it's nicer when the highways are that way. Yeah, so that lawnmower, Kim, I replaced all the pulleys underneath for where the deck goes and the drive belt and stuff. The only one I didn't replace was the one for the deck. And when you know, I was driving it and putting it in the shed last night after cutting the grass, and I broke the belt on the deck broke on me. So now I got to put a new deck belt on, but works really good, I tell you. For the money we paid for it, you know, I was laughing.
You can't beat it.
No, you can't. It cuts great grass really good.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to see. I don't know if I'll find it.
Boy, I don't know what it is. I can't sleep past 4 in the morning anymore.
Well, I kind of understand what you're talking about there.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy. I go to bed at 3 in the morning. I think I'd still be up at 4. Yeah, I'm lucky if I get maybe 4 or 5 hours sleep a night now.
Oops. Okay.
And how are you? Good to see you. I like sleep and napping too, Ann. Believe me. I just don't get enough of it.
Here comes Ann. She'll recognize this. Okay, Brad, I'm going to show you what I thought you was talking about.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember them tractors. Yep.
Now that's not exactly.
No, but it's close.
I don't see the gear shift on the left. Okay.
Boy, that's an old girl, eh? But a nice looking tractor.
Somebody's took well care of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That they have for sure. Yeah, so one good thing, putting that belt on, I don't have to take it all apart again. I can just do it. I can lay down and do it from the ground, eh? So that's good.
That's good.
Drive belt was the easiest one to put on, to be honest with you.
Hello, Susan. Let me check your channel out.
Hey, Susan.
Susan.
Oh yeah.
It's
See,
it's not the Susan.
I forget. But yeah, Susan, I remember you, and I have showed you support. Welcome to our live stream.
She has a nice channel, eh, Kim?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, I'm on her channel right now, actually. I'm becoming part of her family.
There you go.
Yeah, I like her channel. That's nice.
She's got 1,056.
57.
Cool. That's a good deal.
Okay, I thought it was the other Susan. Never
Good
mind.
deal. They'll figure it out. I shut the breaker off out there at the box. right there by the unit because it just sitting there humming. So opened that box right there,
It out.
and turned it off just to break her.
Yeah.
They'll
We're
figure it out.
just having a social talk tonight there, Susan. Kind of like every night when we have a live stream, we have just social talks. Anything you want to talk about?
I would say that they need to put a new capacitor in it. I've watched enough videos of that guy doing AC units, and that's usually the first thing he checks is the capacitor.
Yeah, that's usually the first thing that goes on them.
Yeah.
Most of the time, you can get them pretty cheap if you need to replace it.
Well, we have a heating and cooling company. I don't know because they just sold to this one guy. They used to always be good, so I don't know how this new guy will do. Hopefully, he'll do good.
Yeah, hopefully, eh?
Well, I hadn't been on here very much, Brad, so I thought I'd better get my name in the hat.
Yeah, I'm trying the next few days to get mine going again, too, Kim.
I don't know
My wife.
what we're going to do when they shut down Hangouts. We'll have to go to that StreamYard
Actually,
or OBS.
yeah, StreamYard. I was on
I'm
that
using
with Rick.
OBS.
I was on that with Rick today, that StreamYard. That's actually not too bad, Kim. You can actually, when you go to join the chat on that, you actually have a space on the bottom where you can put the name of your channel in so people know who it is, eh?
Yeah.
And people
I thought
you
that was
invite.
kind of neat. What's that?
Also, people you invite.
Right.
But I'm gonna stick with OBS.
I can't figure that OBS out, man. Save my butt, I can't figure it out.
I can. There's one YouTuber who knows everything about OBS. His name is Casual Savage.
Oh, yeah?
He's got almost 100,000 subscribers.
I'll have to check them out then.
His channel with the OBS.
I downloaded OBS.
Pretty good too.
Yeah. I couldn't figure out how to use it. That StreamYard, that looks like it's a pretty easy, non-complicated platform, eh? So that's what I like. The non-complicated stuff's a lot easier.
Well, I'll use it when I have to.
Yep.
I'm almost take.
When are they taking the Hangouts out? Do you know?
No date.
No date. So they're just going to do what they always do and just end it with no notice at all, right?
No,
August 1st.
Famous YouTube move.
August the 1st is what they're.
August the 1st?
Yeah.
What I'm seeing is October.
Okay, good.
Well, that's a little
Get a
bit more
couple
time.
months out.
That's
It
right.
says the service is shutting down for 2 weeks
how's it going, buddy?
October 2019.
Big Steve event is in the house.
The company reported plans to shut down Hangouts for all users in 2020, but that hasn't been officially confirmed.
Big Steve,
Well,
how
maybe
are
they should forget to confirm it again.
Well, when
How you doing tonight, Steve?
Brad, when you bring up Hangouts, it's got this little blue box, and it says August the 1st. It's going to shut down.
What I'm saying is it's October.
I'll have to check mine.
Let's see.
Maybe they're checking. Maybe that's how they have to shut it down. Maybe that's how they have to shut it down, like different times for each section. You know what I mean?
Could
I
be.
don't know. I don't know how that would work.
Could be.
Yeah, I think they did bump it to October.
But if we all
Susan
use
said-
Hangouts, maybe they'll have to keep it going.
That's right. I don't think they should be taking it anyway. Hangouts hasn't been on the platform that long.
Yeah, I don't know how long it's been, but it works good.
They
If
said
it
they're
works
going to rebrand it.
I like Hangouts. It's easy to use and it's got good quality, you know.
right.
I don't know why YouTube keeps taking the best out of it.
The new lawnmower,
Probably. I seen that. That's a nice mower, eh? I think
No,
it was a John Deere you bought, wasn't it, Kim?
what Ann's
Wasn't
talking
it
about, when we was
Wasn't
at the
it-
church in Sky next to the church, she said, I'm going to get rid of that lawnmower if you want it.
Oh, nice. That's
So
not the one I'm
it's a
thinking
good
of then.
mower. So I put it in the back of his truck.
Ann says Hangouts has been taken over by porn.
Wrong hangout.
That's funny, Ann. International Little Red Tractor. Yeah. That's cool, Ann.
That's what we used to have. But I think she's talking about he was working on the lawnmower he got. The handle was all loose, needed a new wheel. You know,
Yep. Pretty much the regular stuff, more or less. Hmm. Well, anyway, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night and go out and relax a bit with the fiance and have a good night's sleep tonight, I hope.
when you go and make a legal woman out of her?
Oh, geez.
I'm hoping before the summer ends.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're hoping. But we're thinking seriously, Kim, on doing a live stream for our wedding.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I think it'd be neat. Thinking on it anyway. We haven't really decided yet. I'm trying to talk her into it. I want to do it, but she's kind of, iffy about it. I think it'd be really cool.
Pam and I got married outside.
Yep, that's where I want to do it. Set up our backyard or something. It's a lot cheaper
Okay,
than
Ann.
renting.
That was your 15 minutes of fame. And
Hey, Dan, have a great night.
Ann made the paper. She bought a new car, didn't have it a week, had a wreck.
Oh, no way. Oh, that's too bad, Ann.
Some girl, she couldn't see, neither one of them can see each other because this big truck.
Right.
That girl cut across into the next lane right when she came up at the same time, and they met right there.
Wow.
Let's see, what was that age, Ann? Hey, Brad, don't tell anybody, but she's 68.
Oh, wow.
Oh, did I say that out loud?
Yes.
That's still really young. Hell, I'm 55 and I feel like I'm 110. Well, ass, it was 68.
Yeah, she's 68. I'm 62.
Good night, Ann. You have a good night.
She's my older sister.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, she's sweet. She is.
Well, she's
I'm
got,
actually gonna check. I'm gonna check her channel. I'm not sure if I'm sub to her or not, Kim. I think I am, but I'm not positive.
she's got 2 channels. She doesn't have any content.
Oh, you don't have to have
I
content.
want her to put some videos or pictures or something up, but she's in the witness protection program, so
Ah, that will explain it.
but this channel right here,
I am subscribed to her though.
this is her computer. She has another one on her phone.
Oh, nice. I tried using my cell phone for doing YouTube, Kim. I can't. It's too small, man. I can't get used to that.
Boy,
Just too small.
Grizz does a good job on his.
I know. I don't know how he does it. I tried my cell phone. No way. I don't even know how I'm going to use my drone because I got to use the cell phone for that. And I just might have to just upload the videos without editing them, eh?
Oh, Grizz was upset.
Yeah, eh?
There's a campground right across the street where you
Yep.
turn to come into his place, and
Yeah.
they flying a drone over his property, and he don't like.
Right. He was talking about that today on Rick's live stream, and he said he actually sat out there for just about half a day with a shotgun in his lap. He was going to shoot it down. They were talking about how many charges you can get for that, though, eh? Shooting down a drone. Yeah. I could just see him sitting out there, though, eh, Kim? Shotgun in his arm, holding it like a baby, you know, waiting for that drone to come by. I think that'd be funny. It would.
Things. That drone come over, pull, boom.
Yep. Yeah. I could see Grizz doing something like that, you know.
Take the plug out of the, you know, where you get more than 3 shots. I don't know how many shots you can have in Oregon, but here in Illinois, you can only have 3 shots at the time. And so you gotta have that wood plug in there or whatever you want to call it.
Yep, that's what it is. It's a plug. That's so you can't get more than 3 shells in there. You can have 3 here in Canada. You can have 3 shells in the chamber, like in the holder, and 1 in the chamber ready to fire.
4 shots then.
Yeah.
Well, here you can only have 2, and 1 in the chamber.
In the chamber, yeah. Not so bad though. But anyway, guys, I am going to call it a night. You have a great night, John. Don't eat too many of them chips that you're eating there, man. Not good for you. Ah, Tips Ahoy cookies. Should have showed me earlier. Could have saved me some and shared them.
You know what the game warden will do? He'll ask to see your gun.
Yep.
And he'll pull that shell out of the chamber and try to put it in the bottom.
Yep.
Well, Dad, when he knew they was coming, he'd always eject 1 shell out, put it back in his pocket.
Yeah.
Game warden would take that shell out, boy, it'd slip right in.
Mm-hmm.
He said, well,
smart thinking.
That other shell in there. Well, he said, inject them. There's only two shells in the
chamber, yeah.
In there. He said, that's all I got is 2 shells. He said, that's all you have with 2 shells, that's all I got. If you want to take it, you'll have to find a rod and stick up there yourself. So in other words, he didn't have that 3rd shell to see if 3 shells will go in the bottom, see?
Right. Smart idea, though. Smart thinking for sure.
Oh, Dad was pretty sharp on stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's how we got so smart today, eh, Kim? It's from our parents, so there you go. Only as smart as you're brought up to be, right?
But you know, Dad was legal. He just wanted to mess with him.
Yep.
Sandra's Homestead. Hello.
All right. Well, I'm going to head out, guys. Thanks for having me, Kim.
All
See you
right.
later, John. See everybody later in the chat. All have a great night. Much love to all.
All right. Take care, Brad.
You too, Kim.
Hello, Missy. How are you? I'm doing great. Waterbug 68. Hello. Thank you for coming in. Everybody. Missy, Sandra, Waterbug, and if you're still there, Susan. Yeah, I'm doing great. I mean, I'm 62, still alive. My brother-in-law, he turned 65. He said 65, still alive. Exactly, Missy. What else could you ask for? No kidding. Um, well, I could be rich. I could have been rich instead of so good looking, but you know how that worked out for me. Why, you betcha, Steve. Do
Well, I'm gonna be on here for another less than 30 minutes
okay, that's fine.
because I gotta prepare that long stream.
Okay, well you do what you got to do, John. Oh, here you go. Now you go. um, let's see. I'm going to send it to you on my friends list. Maybe not. I bet I'll have to email it. Okay. There it is. Okay. I'm going to email it to you, Big Steve. Okay. Pamela's good. Missy, thank you for asking. Big Steve, I sent it to you by email, by carrier pigeon. Okay. Don't nobody run off. I will be back.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling, we have action. What's going on, everybody? Hey, Missy. John, meet. You know, Wile E. Coyote's coming after you.
Uh-oh. I thought I shut that back door. How you doing,
Oh.
Steve?
Hey, man, I crept in through the back door and I swooped in.
No, you came in the front door. I opened it up for you.
How you doing today, Kim?
Doing good.
And you're going to make me yawn, John. I like the Twitch shirt.
I got it for,
Pretty cool.
it was originally $10 when I used to go Prime 2019 because I had a Amazon Prime subscription. I got it for like 30%, something like that. It only took out $3, so I paid $8.
I need to stop playing around and go to a shirt maker and have him make me a shirt for my channel. You know what I'm saying? A shirt that I wear. You know, it's like Big Steve on it or whatever.
You can go to Teespring, but I would suggest Cafe Press.
Or get the fabric transfers from Walmart and do it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I don't want to get anyone like one of those cheap little shirt makers though, because they never work, man. I've used them before. You know, it fades off after a while. I want it to come from the factory. That way, you know, it's going to last a few years.
it depends on how often you wash them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, okay, like this shirt here, it's made to look like that.
Smoky Mountain.
Cracked and stuff. It's made to look like that.
I like that look.
There you go.
They'll do that though. Yeah, Cafe Press. Check that one out. Now we bought this one down there. We bought this at a.
That's a new T-shirt then.
Well,
right?
No, we've had it a few years, but when I bought it, we bought it in Tennessee, down in Smoky Mountain, Tennessee.
Gosh, man, I wish I could have traveled around like you did, man. I want to do that so bad.
Do what?
Go around, travel around the country, you know?
Well, it's just cash.
Yep, it's just money, huh?
I'm going to be paying on my credit card for a while.
Oh, Kim. Don't be messing with that credit, man. That credit can be hell.
Well, I had to.
Exactly.
Hope you didn't swipe it too many times, bud.
Every day. Gas, food, and hotel every day.
You got everything calculated.
It was over $4,000 just for mom.
Woo! Oh, woo!
God damn.
Yeah, I know.
That's not bad.
3 weeks.
That's not bad though. I see most that go out there and they spend thousands.
Well, you could, yeah.
It's on just like on road trips and gas, accommodations, snacks, toll booths if you go over bridges. That shit hectic, man. Oh, we got Sherry in the house. Hey, Sherry.
Sherry K.
Sherry.
Rosanna, hey.
Sherry.
You know, used to the emojis, when you put the cursor on it, it'd tell you what they was. They don't do that anymore. Like the bleeding heart and the little girl waving, they don't do that anymore.
Yeah, they changed lots of things. It's like the Matrix, you know, they're always constantly changing something.
Been writing up a meal plan tonight. Okay. Boy, Miss Pam fixed us some cheeseburgers. Oh my God, it was good.
And if you have any good recipes, Kim, you know, like healthy ones, you're more than likely welcome to send them to my email.
Well,
Oh shit! I didn't know he was on here. Yeah.
Oh God, I'm out.
She
Bye,
just
Kim.
bought
Bye, Kim. I'm leaving.
She just bought some ground beef and fries them up. Hello, Grizz. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, Kim. How about you and Steve and John?
We're rolling on down the highway, rolling.
I'm just tired.
Let's see
John,
if I can run.
work his ass off.
So, you got that 12 gauge all polished up for that drone?
Say what now?
I said, you got that 12 gauge all polished up for that drone.
Oh, you can't legally shoot a drone. That's a federal affair. Yeah, to shoot a drone is a federal affair.
Well, they might send a picture back to that phone, but I'll bet you could bring it down and hide it in the woods where nobody'd ever find it.
Well, let's just put it this way, Kim. Some things are best left unsaid on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I understand.
Oh my God.
Oh, Sherry took a trip. Where did Sherry K go? So, are you going to do a game, John? Or are you going to do a live stream like what we're doing here?
Not now. I only play the random games live.
Okay, well, that's cool. That's your thing.
Yeah, I watched this one tutorial how to clone myself. I got an idea for a video, but it's gotta take some time.
Grand Ole Opry. Gatlin Brothers.
Marie.
Hello, Marie.
Nothing. Say hi. Say hi to Kim.
Hi, Kim.
Hello, Dan.
How are you doing today?
Really good.
That's good.
I've had plenty drink as far as coffee and plenty to eat.
Uh-huh. And how's Pam doing?
Pam's doing good. She's in there watching TV in the bedroom.
That's good.
Rosanna's saying hi to
I
you.
can't see.
Rosanna here. She said hi.
Okay, hi.
Marie's saying hi.
I don't remember.
Marie's
I am still here.
Oh, hi.
And Sherry K is saying hi.
Hi.
She's saying hi. She's just pretty quiet on her voice, y'all.
Hi.
I can hear. Finite World.
Good evening, Marie.
Marie Kaplinger in the house. Hey, Marie.
Can you see?
No, I don't have the can. If I have chat
Hey,
open there,
it sounds similar.
no, then we'd have double usage going.
Oh, that's true.
And our internet is slow enough.
I'm still here, Kim. I'm just cooking us up a little bit of dinner. That's why I have the cam off.
Hey, it's your game. You play it however you want to. I'm
I
glad
want to be stuffing my face live on your channel. I already do it on Rick's channel.
it don't bother me either way you want to do it.
Doesn't bother me because I got just a hold.
Oh man, I want some of those.
They were buy one get one at Winn Dixie.
I love chocolate chip cookies, man.
We know.
Hey, don't you agree? You don't like them, Grizz?
Oh, actually, that's one of my. I think that is my favorite cookie is chocolate chip, but they got to be homemade.
I mean, I'm being a little serious on that. I mean, come on now, chocolate chip cookies.
If we're buying the store-bought cookies, I like the mother's taffy cookies.
Yeah, I like them really soft and warm and gushy, you know.
I'll pour milk over them and eat them for a dry cereal.
Oh yeah.
That's what you had growing up in the tree.
Yeah.
Once in a while. I guess I'll have to get some making some one of these days.
Yes, you do. I've been asking to make me chocolate chip cookies for a long time.
I'm too busy at weeding the garden.
Well, get going there, woman. You still got a bunch of work to do.
I know.
Get going, woman.
I bought this stuff, 2.5 gallons. If you mix with water, you only use 6 ounces to a gallon of water. It's better than Roundup. I bought it for $35, 2.5 gallons. Did you hear me, Grizz?
Yeah, I heard you.
But I can't remember what the name of it was. It might have it on my receipt. I couldn't find the guy store.
Crossbow?
No. Let's see if it says it on the receipt.
Oops, excuse me.
Imitator or something like that, plus.
What's that on the top? What picture is that on the top?
Anyhow, it was $34.99. Once they got the tax on it, it was $37. And the stuff that I had before, I paid $35 for a gallon of it a few years back, but it lasts forever because I don't use that much. You only use 6 ounces to a gallon of water. And it will kill stuff now. That's probably what I did to the yard. I used that stuff, but Grizz, you kept telling me take a screwdriver out there, it goes right in the ground.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Because
So you got good.
play, It's not clay.
Cool. That's good soil then.
Oh yeah. If I would get grass seed, it would shoot right up. But that's not what I want.
Arguing with me.
I want this grass to grow.
Yeah.
And
And you can't buy that stuff in seed?
no, you have to buy plugs. And it's like $65 for 100 of them. But I get my plugs out front. But I don't want to take too many at one time.
No, I think something on Steve's end is calling him a dingaling.
Sorry if you guys were hearing that just now. That was my alarm to turn my rice off.
Oh,
I gotta turn it off now.
go turn
Turn
it
it off now, and then all the existing water gets seeped in and makes the rice. I can make some killer rice, you guys.
I don't believe them.
But anyhow, Grizz, I've got my plug maker that I can get from the yard out in front. But I don't want to dig up too much at one time.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'll have a bunch of holes in the yard.
Yes. But see, I take the dirt from here to the front in a box. And then I'll take the plug out of the front yard and put that dirt back in out front.
Mm-hmm.
It's working great, but it's just taking a long time. What happened was when I took the 3-week trip, I wasn't there to take care of it.
Yep, that would put a damper on it.
And see, the way you're supposed to do that, you're supposed to put a plug every, let's see, a foot apart, I think it is. So like if you got a 10 by 10 area, you put one every foot apart, and it takes 100 plugs to do a 10 by 10 area.
Now, what you need to do is you need to find a neighbor somewhere down the street somewhere that has the exact same grass as you do, and then go out there in the middle of the night and take plugs from his yard.
Yeah, I could do that.
Grizz, you're a character there, Grizz.
They do have that same grass over at the church. I seen that,
Church.
Well, there you go.
Hey.
but I don't want to make their yard holy.
Why not? Wouldn't it be fitting for them?
It'd be holy, wouldn't it?
At least we got a healthy girl.
Oh, do I see stir fry?
Yeah, she's got stir fry.
Yeah, she's gotten a lot better.
I'm glad she's better because I hate to see your little buddy there sick, you know.
The sky is real bright, Grizz, and it's making.
Yeah, that's the house is behind me. Maybe I should turn around and get better lighting for y'all.
I see when you
Yeah,
stood up.
We can't even barely see. All we see is the dang sky and blacked out you.
Okay, we'll try this. See if the lighting's any better.
These doggone phone fast.
Perfect.
Whoa.
I'm getting dizzy.
Nice. Nice.
So what's different, Steve? There you go.
That's a little.
Okay, that's better.
So how did that haircut come about?
Pardon?
How did that haircut come about?
Well, I usually cut my hair once a year, and it was finally past time. I could not stand the mop on my head any longer, so I grabbed the shears and I took it off.
Oh, you did it yourself?
Yeah.
Steve did his himself too.
Yep, I shaved my head myself.
Now my wife's got one of these evenings, you know, grab the clippers and you know, trim up around the ears and the back of the neck, you know, any long hairs that I missed or something, you know. She'll clean it up one of these days.
Angela said,
I just go like this. I feel, and then I run the clippers.
That's pretty much what I did.
Well, this here cost me $12.
Yeah,
Man,
well,
all his hair.
you know, I could buy a 6-pack of beer for $12.
Yeah, but you wouldn't.
Well, I bet you,
Look at this.
if you shaved your head, Kim, if you shaved your head, you would know who you were.
I shaved my beard one time.
Yeah, I shave my beard when I burn it off.
Burn your beard off. It looks to me like a cat can lick it off.
oh,
No, I swear I burnt it off this time. That's the reason why I shaved a couple weeks ago, whatever. I was half asleep, 2:30 in the morning, just getting up. I was sparking up a cigarette and got the lighter too close to my. I burnt about half of this right here. I swear, so I had to grab the clippers, man.
Oh, there went John.
Well, I tell you what, years ago, when I was traveling the country, I was sleeping in my pickup, and in the middle of the night somewhere, you know, I didn't wake up, but I grabbed my cigarettes and I lit up a cigarette while I was sleeping, caught my blanket on bed, and after that, I've never slept in the same room with my cigarettes.
You almost burn yourself to death.
Oh man, I couldn't see out. I mean, it was so smoky in there, and it was a moonlit night. You know, it's pretty light, but I mean, it was pitch black inside the cab from all the smoke.
which was that your Mustang?
No, I was in my Chevy truck.
Oh,
You've seen that red Chevy truck that I towed back from.
yeah, and you never used it again. You should have.
Just a second here.
Okay. So I get this picture and everybody's gone.
I'm all out of natural ice, and I only got one of these left, so this is the only one I'm having tonight. And that's like,
Oh man,
I drank my last one the other night, Chris. Okay.
What's that?
I drank mine last one the other night.
and I'll tell you guys what, I want a beer so bad, but I promised my mom I wouldn't drink anymore.
Okay.
Keep that promise.
There you go, Steve, without my beard.
Oh boy, yeah. There we go.
Yeah. Now, don't you think you should grow hair on your face too, there, Steve?
Huh?
After
Oh, you
seeing
guys-
that,
Yeah, I have an old ID. I wish I could. If I was there, Grizz, I'd show you my IDs and my driver's licenses that I've had throughout the years. You'll trip out, man. It's like a timeline, man. I was so skinny back in when was it? I think it was 2008 when I got my first license.
Well, you
you
know,
were actually skinny all the time? And I'm not saying that to make fun. You know, I'm just. You were actually pretty thin at one time, Steve.
A what?
You were actually pretty thin at one time. I'm not saying that to make fun this time.
Up until I was about 13 years old, yeah.
hey, in
Ah.
They
1956,
put me on them pills.
In 1956, I only weighed 8 pounds and some ounces.
Well, that's when you were born.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't count.
Nah, yeah. Big Steve was skinny at one time.
Welcome.
Good.
I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you are welcome. I
You don't.
Ooh,
You got
Mono.
169 supporters, and I am one of them.
Yeah, you know, Grizz, man, you got to tell Alf to come back.
Hey, baby. Yeah.
I miss harassing that little guy.
I don't know that I'm going to be doing many more Alf videos for a while. I might do something this winter with it, but
With what?
with my Alf channel.
Oh, you should. You do it. You should use it.
Yeah, you need to get the income, don't you?
You need to get some help. So
Yeah,
you can do both.
well, I got to figure out how to help my daughter raise 3,000.
Boy,
Oh, we'll get there. One way or the other.
I gave Sister Ann some of your mountain water.
What did she think of it?
She didn't care about it.
Had real potatoes in it.
I told her, I said, now be careful with it.
Had real taters in it. Yeah, most people are used to it with real taters.
One of these days, I'm gonna get to try that.
I couldn't get it to burn though.
No, it's not that hot.
Oh man, if it doesn't burn, then that's not mountain water.
No, I mean
That's just toilet water, son.
now it burns in your mouth, but I'm saying light it. You couldn't get it to burn by lighting it.
Yeah, if it doesn't light up in flames, it ain't water, son. That's pea water.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll bet you it put you down, Big Steve. If you drink very much of it.
I'm just giving old Grizzly 270 there a hard time, as usual.
Oh, that's fine.
Well, it's not white lightning, put it that way.
You got to distill it longer.
No. It's you have 3 different layers when you're distilling. Now the first basically, you know, I split it in thirds. When I'm cooking it up, the first 1/3 is your hottest. That's the one with the most alcohol content, because your alcohol boils off or steams up faster than water. So when you're steaming it, the first bit is just about pure straight alcohol coming out the top. Then you switch and you go to another jar, and each step down gets lower and lower, you know, less alcohol content, and you get more water steam in it.
But the first that comes off, you got to throw it away, right?
Yeah, I do. I've heard that that's folklore that you don't need to, but that's something that I'm not willing to gamble with.
So the deal that I got is the second hitch.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Grizz, Ann found this on Facebook, but the old Smokies, they're making pickles now. Instead of like the apple pie, the same company is making pickles.
Ah.
I got rid of that picture, but
I have to look into that. That sounds. I don't know if I'd want to. That sounds different.
well, if they come up with them around here.
Oh, now remember the moonshine show, whatever, where they make all the different people are brewing and stuff, and there was that one guy on the show called Pickle.
No, I don't know.
You know what show that I'm talking about though, where they had several different moonshiners, and they talked a lot about Popcorn Sutton on there too at times. But it's just a bunch of different moonshiners that were running around and making moonshine and selling it and underneath the table and transporting it, and the guys were always trying to get them basically. And Pickle, he got busted a couple of times. But he was kind of a goofy character. Like he drank too much when he was making it or running it, you know, and stuff. He was always getting in trouble. But he was a character on the show, that was for sure.
Here it is. Okay, let me get this opened up, and then I'll screen share it with you.
Okay.
Okay. Old Smoky Moonshine. It just looks like pickles. All right. Now. All right, there you go. Can you see that?
Oh yeah, I see it. Pickles in your moonshine? Now I love pickle juice, but I'm not so sure about this.
Well, it's just like them cherries.
Yeah, but the cherries are a sweet flavor. Are they supposed to be a sweet pickle?
Grizz, I'm not going to lie to you because I don't know. Right there's what I've got.
Huh.
Moonshine pickles, it says.
You're going to have to let me know what it tastes like.
Well, I have to find them first. This is just a picture that they put on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'll have to.
Now I bet you those would be good at a Bloody Mary.
I'll have to look into it a little bit better. David in the Desert. Sorry, I didn't mention your name a while ago. You've been in here for a while.
Hey, Dave. Well, I'm not even seeing him in the chat. My chat must have froze up again. Yeah, I haven't seen nothing since
Yeah, David, I would
Rosanna.
try one of them pickles. I sure would. If I'll have to check down here at the liquor store and see if they're going to get some in.
Yeah, my cam's doing that funny thing again where when I shut it off, it won't come back on.
Oh boy.
Let's try it this way. There we go.
Dave, thank you for coming in. You people don't, if you don't realize, you help a lot just by being in here.
Yeah, I was going to go over to Two Family tonight, and then I seen that you was live, so I decided to jump in here instead.
Oh, I'd love to talk to Kim.
I basically have been trying to do some. I just don't want my hours to get below the 4,000.
Yeah.
I've lost some, you know, when we traveled, and then I've been lazy. Of course, I've been on Iron Dogs. I've been on Bobby's. You know, I've been on Bobby McNutt's. Well, you don't get credit for that. I wish they would get it to where, like you two are on here, you'd get credit too. Only the host gets the credit.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you know, I was checking out my analytics because my watch time and views have all dropped way down, and I checked into my analytics, and basically my regular viewers, you know, my subscribed viewers are the ones that are still watching. But my I think my viewers my watch time has dropped off about, I want to say about 10 or 15% from my regular watch time viewers. But from my from all the other views that I was getting from Google search and YouTube search and stuff like that, that's dropped like by 80%. And they're still putting the thumbnails on out there of mine. So basically, and I've been hearing other people talk about it too. It's right now, this time of year, more people are going on out instead of coming in and Googling up, you know, looking for something in particular and finding my videos. More people are out doing stuff, you know, because it's summertime. But on the holidays, like this, weekend before the 4th of July holiday, I had a whole bunch of views. Everything bounced way up again for a spell, and now it's dropping off now that the holiday is over.
I keep telling everybody that it fluctuates.
Okay.
Well, it does. But it's summertime, so when people are working, you know, they get off work, they got long evenings and stuff. They're going out to the park, they're going out to dinner, they're, you know, out mowing their yard, doing whatever, so they're not on YouTube as much.
Yeah,
Okay,
people got live.
Asked, how did you like Arizona? Well, I'll tell you what, I couldn't tell one state to the next. It was all dry across there. Once we left California, the West Coast, it was all dry and brown. All the way until we got to Missouri or Texas.
Now, if you had been out early spring, it's beautiful out through a lot of that desert. All the flowers and stuff, but man, you've got only a little tiny window to hit it at.
Yeah, we're lucky we got through the drought down here in California. We were in a really bad drought.
What was that, Steve?
California just got out of the big drought.
I caught something about something has the big drought. Who has the big droughts?
Your butt.
California, Chris.
Oh, California? Well, for some reason, Steve's audio is cutting out on me here.
Yeah, it's just a crappy internet. No, I was saying California just got out of a really bad drought.
Yeah, the Sacramento River is really low for this time of year. My brother Eugene lives right on the Sacramento River, and he's saying that it's about 2 or 3 foot lower than normal.
Yeah.
Well, David,
at least all the reservoirs are filled up.
When we came through, it was about 60 degrees for us because we had the AC blowing. Yeah, we had that AC on blowing. Now, when we were at the dam, it was about 102.
Yeah, you're just lucky you're not in a deep middle of like southern Texas, man, where it really gets hot. Woo!
You know, when I was a little kid growing up in Redding, California, and back then it was, we'd have a week or two of 118 to 120 degree weather. You know, every summer in August, it'd be 118 to 120 for about a week or two.
Oh, yeah.
But I remember during that period of time, air conditioning was fairly new in cars, so not everybody had it. But, you know, Redding, California being right on I-5, people stopping there, you know, to get gas. Every summer, I can remember at least 1 or 2 people would pull in ready to get gas, get out of their car, and kill over of a stroke right on the spot. Getting out of the car into that heat.
We always have that week-long heat wave.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, when I was working and we didn't have air in the trucks, when I was taking a long haul, you'd open both windows and you'd have that air coming in there, but you would dry and you wouldn't sweat. And you talk about being hot.
Yeah, that's a dry heat. Yep.
Yeah.
But you know why? Why you weren't sweating?
Yeah, because you was too hot.
Nope. Wasn't because you was too hot. It was because you was too dehydrated. You weren't drinking enough water. If you stop sweating, that means you're dehydrated.
Well, I didn't stop sweating. I dried.
Or the sweat was drying just as fast as you were sweating it out. I got it.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, like when you was working, you was sweating and stuff, and you get in the truck and you have both windows down, and it felt good. But if you drove for an hour in that heat, you would
Yeah,
dry.
then it would dry out.
And
Then
then
the only
you
thing
actually
that
get
would be the back of your shirt. Yeah, I remember a time when the heat used to not bother me. I mean, it did not bother me, but now I can't handle it.
that's a gold top there, Grizz.
What's that?
That's a gold top. That
Oh,
big,
the bush. Is that supposed to mean something?
yeah, that's not Bush Light. That's
No.
full throttle.
Well, it's still an NA beer to me. It's only like 3%.
Yeah, but I drink Bush Light. I like it.
Oh wait, I'm wrong. This is 4.3. But that's still a non-alcoholic beverage to me.
The Bush Light, I think, is 3.5. This weed killer that I bought, Grizz, I can't pronounce it. Let me type it into the chat, and maybe you'll know what it is.
I can't read chat right now. I mean, my chat window died. It's a pain for me to reboot it on the phone.
Okay, so I won't do it that.
Okay, but there is it on here? Let's see here. No. If I was on the computer, there's that side chat window.
Well,
But I don't see that on here.
but I thought I got a pretty good deal here. 2.5 gallon for $35, and you just use 6 ounces to a gallon of water. So unless I use a whole bunch of it, that's going to last me forever. But a few years back, I got to looking at it as 41%, whatever product they have in Roundup. Roundup only has 2%, and this has got 41%.
Let's get CSI into
You put 6 ounces in a gallon of water, and whatever you spray, unless it rains. Now it's rained today. I did it this morning, so it probably washed it all off. But if you can hit it, and the weeds has got to be growing, if that makes any sense. If you catch it at the wrong time, if the weeds aren't growing, it won't kill them.
Okay, yeah, so they got to be leafed out. It's got to enter. It's got to enter through the leaf.
But this stuff here, and I only use it in the gravel and the sidewalk because you can't. I mean, you can weed eat it, but it's hard in the gravel, and that's all I use it for.
Yeah. Okay.
Got one in store for you.
Okay, thank you. I might make myself Bloody Mary tonight. Hey, I was doing some reading that I found to be interesting, and I don't know if I read this wrong, but I went into a Google Hangout site, and we was reading that Google Hangouts is not closing down. Only Suite G, a Google Hangout Suite G is. What I have not been able to find out is what is Suite G. Is it just me and Steve here? Oh, there we go. But it's so I don't know what Suite G is. It sounded to me like they was only shutting it down mainly for the businesses.
Oh man, I'm jealous. Angela, you can do that to me.
It feels good too.
I'll bet. Of course, Pam does.
But yeah, Google Hangouts might still be available. I think it's just going to be different from what we expect. Whether we're going to be able to stream with it, I don't know.
Well, we'll see. I'm going to use it as long as I can.
Mm-hmm.
John says he likes OSB or OBS. I said that backwards, didn't I? I didn't ever care for OBS.
OBS works better for me than Streamlab does, or StreamYard, I mean.
Yeah.
But it's still, at least if I get bounced off, it's easy for me to click restream and keep it that same stream going, you know, without so people don't have to leave. But I don't know. I hope they can come up with something that works as good as Hangout, you know, because this doesn't take near the bandwidth as all the other programs I'm finding.
Well, here's the deal. Why don't they leave Hangouts alone?
Yeah, why don't they turn it into open source where somebody else can do it to run it and keep it going where it can still be used?
Hello, Oni.
See, my concern with it is I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to, what YouTube is trying to do is they're trying to stop all the live streams that are used on YouTube for social media, for people like us just having a conversation, chatting back and forth. They're trying to shut this part down and make it for everybody using it to just promote their channel to actually make a TV show or whatever, because they're aiming at going more towards the TV type of audience rather than a social media audience.
Okay.
I can tell you this on YouTube. They just did that. They have a TV series going on.
Oh, they got lots of TV series there. They've had TV series on here.
Just YouTube, they made it.
Okay.
Been going for 4 seasons.
Yeah. But that's why they're doing this. So what I'm thinking that they're going to do is sites like if that's what they're doing is making it to where you can only stream with only just yourself on there, so you can just talk to your fans, if you want to call it that.
They don't want people up on the panel like you're on mine.
Right, having just a regular conversation from a couple of good old boys or whatever. They're trying to stop that. And so that tells me that they're probably going to phasing it on out where you won't be able to stream with OBS or StreamYard or any of these other programs in here that can have more than one person on there.
Fyffe showed up for you.
Look at this, who flew up on the back of my chair. You see that? What's up, Feisty? What's up, Feisty, girl?
Hey, why you?
What's up, Feisty? Did you come to say hi, huh?
Got chased by a spider.
Now, what do you think of that?
He got chased by a spider. Spider chased her and she flew up there.
Have you ever seen that a chicken just fly right up to you?
No, I have not. You got her spoiled.
Rooster.
What, Feisty? that the only chicken that you cannot keep from picking on you? You pick on everybody else, but Rooster keeps you a check.
Yep, the spider does.
Oh, is that right? You better not shit on me.
Happy funny.
It just might happen, Chris.
It just might.
But you got a wash machine.
Yeah. Yep.
We got 2 washing machines. One inside and one outside.
We went, I don't know, it's been a year or 2 ago. We went up in the Amish country, and they had them kind of washing machines with gasoline engines.
Uh-huh. Let me see if I can shift this forward a little bit.
And there was a Amish family. They bought one, and they bought a propane light. It had like a magazine stand underneath the light, and you put
Uh-huh.
the propane bottle underneath there, and then you light it inside your house. They said that they would use it more in the winter time because it would actually put off heat.
Yeah. Actually, you know, those they call that a propane tree. It screws right into your tank.
Right?
I have a couple of those in the shed here. I have a couple of those. They screw right into your tank. They stick up about 2 foot. You put a propane lantern on top, so that provides you light. And then it has 2 different outlets, so you can hook up like a barbecue or a cook stove to it, or or whatever to outside appliances. But it can run 3 different things at the same time. And yeah, I keep those here for when our power goes on out. We can still cook. We still got light.
Now, this here, it had a globe and everything on it. It wasn't for cooking. It was just for light. But it wouldn't,
Okay.
because
Well,
they
as
don't
soon as
have
you
electric.
get what I mean on the tree.
Well, she's liking that.
Yeah, she is. She doesn't look like she's in any hurry to get down.
Nope. She likes that petting. That's pretty neat.
Poor girl. Steve would be shitting his pants right now if he seen this.
He might be on here. I don't know what happened to Steve. He didn't say nothing.
He just dropped off.
I think he was having trouble. Hello, Wisconsin Greg. Sorry I
Hey,
didn't.
Greg.
And Finite World.
Are you going to sit on my lap, girl? Hmm?
Till you get up.
Poor girl.
Okay, Finite World said that Steve was cooking, so he might have went to eat.
That could be. Yeah. Well, he would have just turned his camera off for that, though.
He dropped off. I don't know.
What, are you going to sit here all night?
Sure.
Are you looking at me like, why don't you pet me some more? What, oh, girl? What? Mm. Stir fry, are you getting jealous, huh, girl? Are you getting jealous of this? Okay, you need to get down. Just a second, I'm going to grab that tree to show you.
Hello, Ozark. Just stopped in by to say hello and hope you're having a great day. Grizz has got that chicken train. Boy, no kidding. How would you get a chicken to do
Stir
that?
fry, you're in my chair. Watch out, girl. Come on. I'll pick you up in a second, girl. Okay. See, here you can see, the glass bulb and stuff is all off. I need to put it back on. But I mean, just a regular camping lantern, screwed right on the top instead of the little ball, instead of little canisters. This has the same thread pattern.
That might be what it was, but they still had a shade over it.
Yeah, I imagine you could make get shade for this here too, possibly. But then down here, it has these two outlets right here, so you can screw in a camp stove and maybe a barbecue or whatever you want to attach to it. A heater, you can hook up a heater to it, stuff. So you're running them all off the same stand.
But this had a box at the bottom, just like a magazine rack,
Oh, okay, cool.
It was like it's like a box, but the propane bottle went inside there.
Uh-huh.
Pretty neat. But this particular store had all kinds of stuff for the Amish.
Well, I tell you what, these things here are really handy if your power goes on out.
Yeah.
I mean, they put off really good light. You can still cook. You can hook up a heater to it, to get your heat going on in there. Which I don't need the heat part because I got a wood stove. But I mean, just if somebody has electric heat, you'll take the chill off anyway.
Well, see, our furnace is gas, but you still got to have electric to run it.
Oh, you got to have electric to run the furnace.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but having gas there, you could run some plumbing for the gas and put some of those. They make glass lanterns that just come out of the wall that run off of gas. You could put a couple of those up if you wanted. I mean, if your power was, if you had a problem with power.
We don't. I mean, we're in town. We don't lose power that much. Now,
yeah, and we don't.
Here a while back, a limb fell and knocked us out for a couple hours. So
that's what it's like here now.
I was more concerned about the air conditioner.
So you need a backup generator.
Yeah.
But yeah, our power used to, when we first got power here, every year it'd go out for a week or two.
Oh my!
Because we were the last people on the road, but now they've done so much. I don't know what they've done to our grid out here, but we might lose power for an hour or two here and there, but that's about it.
So I never paid no attention. Does your electric come up the hill overhead, or is it buried?
It comes overhead. It comes overhead. You see over here where the sawmill is. Where Kim's minivan is parked over here.
Yeah.
Remember the reddish colored minivan? Right in front of it is our power pole. The power comes in overhead there, and then I have it ran underground to our house over here.
Okay, so the guy, when you coming up the hill, the guy on the right, does he have electric there?
He has electricity too, but he's fed from a different pole.
Okay, but it runs off of you though.
No,
He pays.
no, my transformer is just right down here, and his transformer is down that way, past his house.
So he's got his own electric bill.
Pardon?
He has his own electric bill.
Oh, wait a second. You're talking about John that lives on my property. Yeah, no, his part pulls from my. He's pulling from right here, and that part from there over to his trailer is overhead. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what about Dave at the bottom?
I have power pulled down there from my well, and I spliced onto it where he's tapping into my well power from down below to power up this camp trailer.
Okay.
I'm at your mercy with chat. I can't see anything in chat.
Okay. David in Desert said he had a friend back in Arkansas. He said, screw the electric company. He went back to Ohio, where he was from, and bought all propane appliances from the Amish. There you go.
That's the smart way to go. Well, see, that I would set myself up to go completely off grid, but well, I was completely off grid at one time, but I decided I had to have power here as a contractor. I mean, many projects I had to do after hours at home and stuff. I needed electricity on demand to be able to run compressors, welders, and table saws, all the equipment. So I had to have electricity here. And then, so once I got into the shop, it was like my wife says, I want electricity in the house. But now she's saying, I wish we had to hook up electricity to the house. We wish we had it set the way that we were going.
She didn't.
But I don't know. It'd be pretty hard for us to wean ourselves off completely off electricity in the house, though.
So now you don't have natural gas, so right?
No. No, we have to get propane.
That's expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes and no. I mean, the only thing that runs that we run gas on is when the storm. Ours. I have a 30-gallon hot water heater that's propane, and I've been thinking about hooking it back up again. I like propane hot water better than electric, a lot quicker recovery. But that's and I'm thinking about going back to propane for the cook stove. I like gas cook stove better than electricity.
Well, we heat our water, and then we heat with gas.
Mm-hmm.
But you still got to have electric to burn have that blower. When our furnace calls for heat,
Okay, yeah.
There's a vent fan that blows through a piece of 3-inch DWV pipe. And after it says, okay, everything's open, then it ignites. And then you've got another fan that blows heat in the house.
Uh-huh. So it's got to run on a thermostat, though, which takes electricity.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a dual thermostat up here. And you got to manually kick it from cool to heat.
Right. But outside of that, it controls the temperature for you.
Right.
Can you program it?
No, I've got a Honeywell. I like that kind better than the program. I like the dial.
No, Jim Pratt, a friend of mine, he lives over in Hawaii, but I've done a bunch of work for him up on his farm up towards Lebanon. He put in a pellet stove a couple years ago, and it's got a computerized thermostat on there. that he can control from his cell phone. So what he does, he can, he sets it to run low when he's there to check the auger all the time. But when he's not there, before he leaves to go back to Hawaii, he fills up the pellet bin. And then he keeps an eye on the weather. When it's dropping down below 20 degrees on out from Hawaii, he can kick the pellet stove on out here in Oregon. So he'll kick it on and let it run for, program it. Then he can program it to run for like an hour or two. Then it shuts down for 4 or 5 hours and runs another hour. He can program it to go through like 3 cycles like that or different stuff, just so he can make sure that his place doesn't freeze up. But then, of course, he's got to have somebody else after so much time with that. He's got to have somebody go over there and reload the pellets on it.
Okay. Okay. Let me read what David's got here. He was talking about his friend that got propane appliances. He says he had AC refrigerator, hot water heater, etc. Thing is, his big pilot or plot of land was dirt cheap because of its power, because it didn't have, I can't pronounce that name, but anyhow, it didn't have power. You couldn't get power there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the land was cheap. But he had
can handle that.
propane. He had all propane appliances.
I could handle that if there was a river there and I could put a water mill in.
But now here, propane, it's pretty expensive. Natural gas, of course, out in the rural area, they can't get natural gas.
No.
So if they heat with propane, they have to have it. And I know this one guy I used to work with, he would get locked in so much a gallon. That's how they buy it.
Right.
And he had a company that kept his tank filled, and he would be locked in at a certain price.
Yeah, I guess if I remember right, and it's been years since I heard this, but from what I understand, they only harvest propane like once or twice a year. So when they first harvest it, I say harvest it, pull it out of the ground or whatever, or bottle it, whatever the processing is for it. When they first process it, the storage facilities are full, and the propane is cheap at that time. So if you can buy your year's supply then at that time, you get a lot lower rate. But if you go in, like 3 or 4 months later, as their tanks go dwindle on down, the price gets higher and higher and higher.
Sure.
But it does go through a cycle because of that. They only bottle it or something like that. I'm not sure what the deal is. They only deal with it like once a year.
But see, like us, we buy whatever comes in through that meter. That's what we pay for.
Yeah.
And like right now, our gas bill was only like $16. Of course,
yeah. When I lived in town, we had propane hot water and propane heat, and that's about what our not propane, I mean natural gas. That's about what it was for us back in the late '80s, early '90s. It was like during the summer months it would drop as low as $3 or $4 during the summer months, and winter months it'd go up as 15.
See, we have to heat our water. I'll try to tell you. Okay. In January, February, March. In March, our gas bill was $58. I can't read my own writing as soon as it gets cold. Okay. So the bill that I paid in January was $71.
hmm
I I think that's pretty good myself. And our electric bill, it doesn't really go down that much in the winter time because see, you're still burning that. You're constantly running that fan to blow the heat.
hmm
So you're paying electric there. You're not paying to cool the air, but you're paying to run it.
Yeah.
Hey, fat boy, I'm sorry. I've been looking at my checkbook here. I missed you. I'm
Hey,
doing good, fat boy.
yeah. I turned him on to Phil Mora, and now he's turning into a monster with that thing.
Oh yeah, isn't he something? It's pretty funny, really. He was talking about Snowball today.
But when he played the part, when he talked the part of Elvis, he was making it sound like Elvis was Scooby Doo.
He's saying, "Hey, Grizz, I need to call you."
Well, call me. Can't say that I'll answer, but go ahead and call me.
There you go. I always get these calls. Hi, this is Rachel. You're entitled to a lower interest rate. I had one guy call me and he wanted to sell me satellite. I said, whoa, wait a minute. I don't have a TV. You don't have no TV? And he hung up.
Oh man.
And then they want to lower your interest rate, I said, well, how can that work if I file bankruptcy? You filed bankruptcy? Yeah. I said, they won't let me have a credit card. Oh, so sorry. And he hung up.
Oh, I get tired of the solicitation calls, man. That's frustrating.
Okay, David. Thank you for coming in. He said he's got to get back to business.
You're making some more wine.
Where'd your chicken go?
Oh, she took off and joined the other chickens. Oh no, she's over by the garden.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Feissy's always the friendly one with us. She likes people, and she gets very jealous if any of the other chickens come near us. She runs them off.
I don't know what my water bill will be when I get it, but I've been watering just a little bit every morning.
Is your water bill pretty high there if you run a bunch of water, or?
I don't know. I'll tell you at the end of this month. See, it really is if you run very much, because you got to pay that sewer bill.
Mm.
See, it's not going through the sewer, but what you use, they charge you
Or
for.
it goes to the sewer.
Yeah.
See, now, out here, you know, when I did live in town, they charged us $20 a month for sewer, and they charged us whatever our water bill was based on how much water we used. But the sewer rate was a flat $20 a month.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you watered your lawns during the summer months, man, it was going to drive. And the more water you used, the higher price that they charge you per unit or whatever on it. I don't remember what it was, but it would the price of water would rise the more that you'd use it. If you used a very little amount, then they charge you a lower rate, just to get us to conserve on water. And I don't know why we got to conserve on water here in Western Oregon, because we got plenty of it, but that's the way they work it. But anyway, with the water set up that way, I had some other friends in town that when they brought in the city water and sewer into the area where they're at, they were already on well water and had a septic system, but they opted to go ahead and hook up to the septic system, but they didn't want the city water because it tasted nasty, so they kept their well. So, being that they kept their own well and didn't hook up to city water, they charged them $60 a month for sewer.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, it's total highway robbery. I mean, it would be cheaper if they had hooked up the water and then paid for water and sewer. It'd been cheaper for them to do that. But
Now, there's a guy. Now I don't know how it's set up now, but they only had water on their well, but they were hooked to the sewer. And he said that they put a meter on his well to charge him how much sewer he used.
oh wow.
So I mean, he didn't pay no water bill. He just paid for the sewer. So they put a meter on his well of how much water he was using to know how much to charge him for his sewer. Now that was
So
years
then if he
ago.
was using water to water the lawn, he still got charged sewer for that.
Yes, and that's what's happening with me. Now, if you used a lot here, you could hook up another meter, and they would only charge you. It wouldn't be hooked to your house. It would only be you'd only be charged for water, but it's pretty damn high to hook up another meter.
Yeah.
So
that'd only be that'd only be worthwhile. I was going to say that's only worthwhile if you have a swimming pool and you do a lot of irrigation on your yard and stuff.
Now, I only do this 2 times a year, but when I drain my hot tub, it takes an hour to run or to fill it. And I don't see a big difference in my water bill. So by watering only like 5 minutes, because see, I don't have a big area that I'm trying to do this with. It might be like 30 foot across there and 10 foot across, maybe 300 feet. I don't think it's that much. I'd have to actually measure it. I'm just trying to get, and it's coming along. But somewhere I read that you should not water at night. Not so much your grass, but like your plants, because they don't like wet feet at night.
Yeah, you can get mildew by watering at nighttime.
That's what the lady told me at the plant. I bought this butterfly bush, and she told me how to do it and to put just a little bit of fertilize on it. I said, well, I need some then. And I had to buy a bag for like $11.
Mm-hmm.
She said, are you sure you want this? Yep. I don't want to lose my plant, and I can use it for other things. So I sprinkled it on the lawn too. Just like, but it's 10 10 10.
Mm-hmm.
Now maybe you know what that means. I don't. It says
I've
10,
heard of it, but I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
but that's what she sold me for that butterfly bush. And I had Miracle Grow potting soil. The native dirt I took out and put over there on my lawn. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Because where the graves was for the dogs, they've kind of sunk in. So I took it over there and spread it out. And I only put the potting soil around this plant. And I put a little bit of the fertilizer in with the potting soil. She said, and mix it in and water it. Because when I first bought it, the leaves was kind of yellow.
Mm-hmm.
And man, it's turned green, and I've got blooms coming. Of course, you know, when you plant something, you're going to have to establish the roots first. And that's what's going on with the grass. Then once you get the roots going, then it'll start going. And what I planted last year in the grass is doing really good.
Mm-hmm.
So did you have a chance to look at my video?
Not yet. I haven't.
Okay.
I've been working on this weekend we had some friends from Hawaii. My nephew from Hawaii was here, so I spent the weekend of visiting with him and stuff. And then today I spent the day trying to get my greenhouse started and going, and damn chickens kept on getting in the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll be right back.
Okay. Sorry, folks, I can't read chat. Well, maybe I can. Maybe I'm going to try to bring it on up. Let's see here. Where do we go here? Okay. Wow, Kim Fyffe must be way down on the list here. What the heck? There he is. Only 4 watching. Oops. I'll turn volume down for this here. Sorry, folks. I'm not going to pause that. That's a commercial for Kim, but I will turn the volume off for a bit. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. Really good Grizz what, fat boy? Soliciting. Oh, you're talking about what I said. I might not answer. No, I was joking, fat boy. I'll answer when you call. You know that.
He might not be on there now.
Let's see here. When was his last comment? He might not be. That's the last comment I see is from him, but that was 6:58 p.m. So yeah, he might be. That was only 7 minutes ago.
I've been seeing something different here lately. It says ad will play in like 5, 3, 2, 1, and then the ad will play.
Oh, I haven't noticed that.
You know, before it'd just be going and then all of a sudden it'd pop in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, every once in a while, not all of them, it'll say ad will play in like 5, 3, 2, 1, and then it'd play the ad. And then you'd have the option of skipping it.
Yeah. Well, I like how they have some of them are non-skippable ads now,
Yep, some of them are.
and they're pretty short ads. The non-skippable ones are.
Right.
I can't stand it though when you go to watch a 3-minute video and there's a 14-minute ad on there.
There you go.
Have you seen? Have you ever come across any of that?
Yeah. Every once in a while, you'll have a real long ad, and it'll have two. It'll have two ads, and the second one will be like 15 minutes.
Yep. Yeah, I find that to be very. I mean, I wish they would limit the length of the ad that a person could take out. You know, keep it to 90 seconds or less. I mean, if you can't get your message across in 90 seconds, man, you need to rethink your advertisement.
See, that's what I've talked about at church. If you can't get me preached in 15 minutes, you know, I'm tired of listening to you.
Yeah. Well, that kind of reminds me, Kim. This old farmer, he shows up to the church. The pastor greets him at the door, but nobody else shows up. The farmer's the only guy that shows up for church service. They go on inside, and the pastor, he says, well, he says, it looks like it's just only you and me. You think we should really go on with the sermon? You know, is it worthwhile for me to preach the sermon? And the old farmer, he says, well, he says, if I go out to feed my cows and only one shows up, I don't turn them away. I go ahead and feed them. The pastor says, good enough for me. And he gets up in the pulpit and he gave a big, long sermon, and he just gave him the what for him, a big, long, boiling down heat sermon. I mean, just really got on it. An hour and a half later, he ends the service.
Oh my God.
And he goes up to the old farmer. He says, well, what did you think of the sermon? The old farm boy says, well, he says, you know, when I go out to feed my cows and only one shows on up, I go ahead and feed them. But I don't feed that cow all the feed for all the cows, only enough for just that one cow.
There you go. Well, the preacher, the regular preacher, for some reason they went to Florida for the missions or whatever. So he wasn't here Sunday. So we've got an old retired preacher, and he preached yesterday. Okay. Well, I went to church that day. I went yesterday to listen to him. And I had people come up, oh, we missed you. Why haven't you been here? I said, well, you get rid of that other preacher and I'll come back.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'll tell you the reason. I can't stand it.
Some of those pastors just love to hear the sound of their voice up there.
Yeah. Well, you know, church starts at 9:30, and the Sunday before, my sister's still going. Her and her husband. And church should be all or done by 10:30. Singing and all, everything. At 10:25, he said, and number 3, and he hadn't even started communion yet. Well, communion takes about 10, 15 minutes. Because I understand they need to go through the whole spiel. So I don't know how long they stayed. Sometimes they'll stay over there all day.
Oh, wow.
Not this fat boy. I've got things I need to do. If it's just sit here looking at YouTube, I'm not going to sit in church, you know.
Yeah.
I do miss going. I do miss seeing people. But, you know, I was going for a long time before I quit. I would go and listen to the music. We'd take up offering, and then I'd leave. I wouldn't even stay for his sermon because he would give a sermon before we would take up the communion. He'd do a 10-minute spiel before, not communion, but before we take up the offering. He'd have a 10-minute sermon or reading the scripture or whatever, you know, and then he wanted to do 50 minutes. No, thank you. Sorry, I'm going to stay.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but if I sat still very long, I'm going to go sleep.
I can't even sit in the pew in church anymore. I mean, if I was sitting in a pew in a church today, I guarantee you I'd be bedridden all day tomorrow.
Okay, now they did put pads. They got pads.
That ain't enough.
I know.
That ain't enough.
I know. But when I first started going, they just had the hard pew. And they did get pads for all the pews. It is pretty good. And, you know, the older people, they'd have pillows and they just leave them because everybody sits in the same spot, you know.
Yeah.
And I haven't been going for forever. And my pew was still there. Nobody took it away from me.
Yeah, no, the church where my wife goes, I mean, they've had the padded pews ever since I've been there. You know, the backs and the seats have always been padded, but the shape of it is just wrong for me to sit in.
Right.
You know, it just destroys me.
But like I said, if I sat there very long without moving around or talking or whatever, I can do that right here. I'll go to sleep.
Yep. Well, now I got to tell you a story about going to church. this with my dad years ago. I was just a kid when this happened. But Pastor Barter, when he would say prayer, it'd be a big, long prayer. I mean, like 10, 15-minute long prayer. It'd just go on and on and on. One time, and of course, you know, at the church we went to, when they had prayer, everybody had to kneel for the prayer. Well, we're there, Pastor Barter gets up there and he's saying this big, long prayer. About halfway through it, my dad says real loud, he says, "Amen." And he gets up and he sits in his chair. Everybody else gets up and sits in their chair. He put it into that prayer early.
There you go. The preacher that was there when I mean he got a hold of me and brought me back, and he was a jokester. He always told a joke in amongst his sermon, and he was telling about, you know, this guy was in church, and every once in a while he said, "Amen, brother, amen," you know, and he said, "Hey," he said, after he done it 2 or 3 Sundays, he says, we don't do that here." Well, he said, "I got religion, man." He said, "Yeah, but you didn't get it here." You calm down.
Oh, geez.
But me and him, we got together because I wasn't going to that church over there. And Karen, my second wife, she got sick, and we met up and what have you. And we started working with computer and talking, and that's when you had almost dial up, you know. But we'd have to wait for the computer to load up, and we'd get to talking about the Bible and church and what have you. And Karen come home, you know, she said, I want to go see John." Okay, well that's going to work, because I didn't want to start without her. So it worked really good, and he was a good preacher. He was really good preacher.
Mm-hmm.
But he had passed. He has passed, and I don't know what year, but I don't know how to explain it. They just ain't going to be anybody to replace him. So I'm spoiled, you know.
You know, I think, you know, to me, the last 20 years, the pastors have really gone downhill in the churches. I don't know what it is, but it's not like what I remember. Back when I was a kid growing up, the pastors that we all had were down to earth people. They weren't holy men. They were down to earth, good folk, just like you and I, lived life, and you know, and things have changed. I don't know how to describe it. Other than I think a lot of the pastors today are there just for the paycheck.
And this preacher here, he's always begging for money.
Yeah. And they're cliquish.
They're what now?
Cliquish. They run in their cliques. If you're not in their clique, then you don't really fit in their church.
Oh, yeah. But see, to me, that doesn't work, because I am who I am.
Right.
And
That's what.
and you know, I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying you're not a bit better than I am. I'm not any better than you are, but you're
Mhm.
not any better than me. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's the way I feel about the people at church. They might have fancier clothes and a little bit more of a paycheck, but I am who I am and damn proud of it.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is the clique, you know, down there. See, we used to live in a house before we moved out here. We lived in a real nice house in town, and we'd invite the pastor over for dinner, and other high up members of the church, you know, invite them on over for dinner. They would never come to our house for dinner. You know, I mean, that was because we weren't in their clique.
Ah,
You know, I mean, but they'd go to the doctor's house, to the lawyer's house, you know, the nurse's house, you know, all the professionals, you know, this group of people, they all hung together, and they weren't going to mingle with working class people.
I see. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I won't, and I've seen that in multiple churches. You know, I mean, it's not just this one here. I mean, I've seen it over the years. I mean, that is getting more and more that way.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I was looking at it a little different, but like I said, I am who I am. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to put a dog on to show you I'm somebody that I'm not.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, you
You know what?
do.
I've been known to at church a few times when I'm walking on out, and I'll walk by a pastor or I'll walk by you know, the cliquish type of people, the doctor, the lawyer. I'll kind of stick my nose up in there the other way and walk on by.
That'll fix them.
I had one person tell me, "What's got into you? What's your problem?" Because I ain't got no problem.
Don't have a problem, but we can make one if you'd like.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, well, Kim, I think I'm going to go lay down. My back's killing me out here.
That's fine. I think last I looked was down to 4 people. And I don't know if that counts us or not.
What's that?
We're down to
Oh,
4 watching.
I don't think that counts us.
Okay.
You know, I've seen that before. When I start a live stream, it shows 0 until somebody pops in, and then it shows 1.
Okay.
So I don't think that counts us. There's 4 others out there somewhere.
It might count you. But it
Well,
won't count
other
me.
than I'm not. Do I have my? Oh yeah, it might be counting me. I do have my YouTube page open. And so I wanted to work.
Death. I'm glad you got your hair cut. I thought about throwing my clippers in there, and then he said, "Well, I got clippers. Finite World's still here. Good deal. Thank you, Finite World."
Yeah.
But we didn't get around to it.
Yeah, I have a good set of clippers. I had to hunt to find them, but I found them.
All right, Grizz. I think I'm gonna shut her down too.
Okay, we'll catch y'all later.
All right. See ya. Bye.